Welcome back, dear viewers, and you are still watching Cairo Local Time, and now we are joined over the phone by Professor Dr. Nevine Makram Labib, Professor of Artificial Intelligence and Director of Social and Cultural Planning Center. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear.
So, Dr. Nevine, now we want you to talk to us more about the symposium that was arranged recently by the Social and Cultural Planning Center Institute of National Planning, and the main topic, which is preparing youth to join the labor market by the help of course, artificial intelligence. So tell us more about this symposium and the main topics that were tackled in it.
Actually, because our mandate as a center is to shed light on the current issues that are beneficial to our society, we thought about organizing the symposium.
Yes.
And we thought more about talking about the role of artificial intelligence in enabling the youth in the workplace and enabling them to have better job opportunities, not only in the local market, but also in the global market, since now they can have some remote jobs. So it's a different, let's say, different model in the workplace.
Yes. So yes, Dr.
Go ahead.
Yes, can you tell us more about the main participants in this symposium, and what are the ideas that they shared with you?
Actually, we thought about giving kind of a comprehensive view of this very important topic to our audience. So we thought about inviting some eminent speakers from different industries and from different governmental entities. So we thought about involving speakers from the academia, from the research industry, from the government, and also the NGOs and private sector. So as to provide kind of a global view of what's going on in Egypt right now in regard to this important topic. So we had 2 sessions, and then we had kind of a panel discussion in order to have, the recommendations. That was the closure or the last session in our symposium.
Yes, Dr. Nevine, also, what are the challenges that face youth nowadays, and how can artificial intelligence help them?
Actually, they are faced by a main challenge of how to be ready for the new market demand. Because we're talking about new jobs. As you know, that many jobs disappeared already, and other jobs will disappear eventually, even by 2025.
Yes.
So they could be ready for the new market. That's why making use of AI can provide them with many advantages, such as, for example, having a different approach, having holistic skill profiling and job matching, because AI applications can help to shift to what we call the competence-based profiling and job matching systems. So it's not only reading their CVs, but matching it with the suitable job. And that's a very important point for them. Another advantage can be for their skills assessments. So again, we can make use of artificial intelligence and data analytics in order to provide them with insights regarding their skills, their talents, their attitudes, their knowledge, and how this can be matched to the market. And a final advantage that we discussed in the symposium is that these youth or these job seekers should be provided by what we call the just-in-time information on market trends. And this can only be available using artificial intelligence models.
Yes, also President Fattah al-Sisi, during celebrating Egyptian University's Excellence Day, he pointed out to the importance of development in improving and developing the culture of education in Egypt, and to be prepared to accept new development suggestions. Do you think that artificial intelligence can be used to improve the quality of education?
Yes, definitely, because artificial intelligence can provide kind of what we call the customized learning. So we need to assess the learner's capabilities, attitudes, talents, and skills, and then customize the content of any course so as to suit his or her needs. So this will definitely improve the quality of education in Egypt. Another point is to make use of AI in order to provide, again, better and personalized teaching strategies for special needs, which is, again, a very important point that is nowadays discussed in the education sector.
So, sir, Professor Dr. Nevine Makram, the president pointed out to the importance of digitization and digital transformation, and that students should get prepared to know more about this and improve their skills. Also, artificial intelligence plays a role in this domain. What's your take on this?
I think that already we're doing a great job in this field because the ministries are providing initiatives for the youth, whether we're talking about students in schools or students in universities or the fresh graduates. So we already have customized programs that teach all of these students and that teach all of these, let's say, the youth and the job seekers, so as to explain to them what is digitization, digitalization, digital transformation, artificial intelligence, and all of the emerging technologies. So we're already preparing the youth to be computer literate and artificial intelligence literate, if I may say.
So, Dr. Nevine, there is a link between artificial intelligence and development in the coming period. Can you elaborate on this?
Okay, we can make better use of artificial intelligence and data science as well, so as to provide kind of innovative solutions to all of our, let's say, problems and challenges. Whether we're talking about climate change, whether we're talking about healthcare, about education, any field, we can tackle the current issues using some innovation that is coming from the artificial intelligence. So that's what we need right now. We need to encourage the students and the graduates to work on new solutions. And that's one of the main outcomes of the universities.
So, how do you think it is possible to enhance vocational and technical education to include artificial intelligence?
I think we should focus more on developing some interdisciplinary programs so as to embed all of the artificial intelligence technologies in all of the fields. So that, for example, if we're teaching healthcare, if we're teaching the healthcare professionals, then we should include what can AI do for healthcare professionals and so on. So as to be included not only in the learning process, but also in the industry of training and vocational training.
So to what extent artificial intelligence can enhance industries, health services, and different elements in the development process?
Actually, it can, let's say, support us doing all of the tasks needed in any industry. So if we take healthcare, for example, then we can make use of the telemedicine in order to provide customized, again, and better services to all of the people, even in remote areas. It can help with the early detection of diseases. It can help with what we call the personalized treatment, how we can treat each and every patient with a treatment that will be efficient for him or for her. So if you tackle any of these industries, you will find that artificial intelligence can be definitely of great help, whether for us as professionals in the domain or for the end user, the person who is targeted, the person who will make use of this system.
So, Dr. Nevine, if we go back to the symposium that was arranged recently, did you adopt any recommendations after, at its end, for youth to implement in the coming period?
Yes, we discussed some recommendations, and we're currently working on having kind of an announcement for these recommendations, because one of the main advantages in the symposium is that we had audience not only from Egypt, but also from Africa and from the Arab countries.
So you are cooperating with Africa and Arab countries in this domain?
Yes, yes, definitely. That's one of our main, let's say, targets these days. So we had a discussion with some experts from Morocco, some other experts from Sudan, for example, and we were talking about having kind of an artificial intelligence club. We called it club, but this will be kind of an entity that aims to serve all of the people that need to be trained, that need to learn more about all of the emerging technologies in various fields. So if we can come up with executing this idea, I guess this will be a great achievement for all of us.
So you talked, Dr. Nevine, about new jobs that will appear in the future and other jobs that will disappear. Can you tell us more about this and elaborate?
Okay, actually some studies say that by 2025, we have kind of 85 million jobs that will disappear.
85 million jobs?
Yes, so we're talking more about non-productive jobs, again, if we may say. Jobs that have no contribution, okay, kind of like, for example, nowadays we're talking about e-archiving instead of archiving. So all of the people that were working in this department will kind of change their jobs. They will not lose their jobs, but they will have a different training so as to be able to have, again, a different, more productive job in any organization. So we're talking about many jobs that will disappear or that already disappeared, but we're talking about more jobs, like, for example, one of the studies, we're talking about 187 million new jobs related to artificial intelligence, to robotics, to data science, like the data analytics, to ChatGPT, since we're talking about generative AI. So we're talking about a new discipline that's called prompt engineering, and so on. So it's a different, it's kind of a paradigm shift. So we're talking about a different mindset. And we as, let's say, professionals in this domain, we see that, or we perceive AI as an opportunity for the job seekers, not as a threat.
Yes, finally, I'd like to thank you, Professor Dr. Nevine Makram Labib, Professor of Artificial Intelligence and Director of the Social and Cultural Planning Center, Institute of National Planning. Thank you for being with us today.